you ever lost a family member? Most people's answer to that question would be yes. It's terrible to lose a family member because there's many things to figure out. You have their possessions and where they're going to go, money, land, all these things to figure out, and it's very hard on the family. Well, I'm going to tell you about my grandmother and how she was and what ultimately led to her death a few months ago. So starting off here, growing up, I had a split family. So my stepdad has raised me since I was 3 years old, so I call him Dad. And his mother, who I just call Grandma, she lived right below us, and we'd always go down to her house and get snacks and talk to her and have fun, and she loved our company and just was a great person to be around. So around August of last year, my grandmother was up at our shop behind our house, and we have a gravel driveway that leads to that shop, and she slipped on the gravel and fell and broke her right hip. So we put her in the car and we drove her down to the hospital. They did an x-ray and they ran some tests and stuff and figured out that she had a broken hip and needed to have surgery to repair the bones and make sure everything was fine. So she goes through surgery and then she stays in the hospital a few more days, recovers, and then she's ultimately sent to a nursing home for rehabilitation and other care that we could just not give her at our home. While she was at the nursing home / rehabilitation center, they, for better use of words, did not do their job correctly, and she ended up going downhill very fast. And she eventually had to go to Spartanburg Hospital, where she stayed about a week and a half, and then ultimately could not fight any longer, and she died from pneumonia and fluid in the lungs.